All right, we are coming to section 2.2, piecewise defined function. So sometimes we have a function that's not only a line, not only just a parabola. It could be like a piece is split by a pieces. So we call like a function can be split into pieces. So okay, so let's have an example to practice with that. So we come to example 2.3 car rental. So when you rent a car, for example, that's with agency charge $30 per days, or partial days, right? Or even 150 per week, whichever is least. So let's complete the table below here. So think else, you rent a car in 1 day, you pay $30, right? $30. And then you go to 30, you go to 2 days, you want to pay like in 1 day. So in 1 day, it's gonna be $30. So so in 1 day, or in the first day, right? If you return the car in the first day, then it's about $30. But if you return it into the second day, right? Then you pay $60 for that. So, however, if you use like more than 2 days, which is 2 days and 12 hours, right? 2 days and 2 and a half, or 2 day, 2.6 is 2 day and 2 day and 14 hours, something like that, right? So you pay as $90. So this will be same amount, right? What about like after 3 days? After 3 days, you don't want to pay 90 again, right? You're gonna pay 90 plus 30. We're gonna be 120. 120. Okay. So that is come to the 4th day. To the day 4, right? Day 4. Because even though it just finished day number 3, about 2 hours, but it's just gonna move to the day 4 already. Okay, so that is the reason why we have same amounts. Same amount. If you use from 3.1, or like after 3 days, more than 3 days, a little bit, 3 and some hour, and 4 days, you're gonna be the same amount when you just return at 11:59 p.m. On the day 4, right? Then after day 4, we're gonna have day 5th. We're gonna be $150. Okay, so I'm gonna say day 5th. Yeah. This is day second day. Second day. One more day. Say 2 days. Let's say that better. 2 days. And then 3 days. Yeah. And they're gonna say 4 days. This is Fridays. So the 5 days rental price will be the same in at whole week, like seven days. Okay. Same amounts as 150. And then it's keep going to the next the next week. So it's not gonna be just a line as before. It could be like a it could be split, like, you know, in between 0 to 1. I have $30. So 0 to 1, I have to pay $30, right? So I don't gonna pay if it's like I don't rent at all, right? But right away, if I rent in the first minutes, I still have to pay $30 until either 59 p.m. or 12 no, I should say that either 59 p.m. on the first day. If I return, I pay $30, right? Then if I move to the next day, which is say, like, you know, as the first minutes of the second day, I pay $60 right away, right? And then up to 11:59 p.m. of the second day, right? And similarly for the third day, I go like that, right? And the fourth, right? I'm gonna just stop at 11:59 p.m. there, right? And for the from the 5th day, which is like after the 4th day, and at from the one the first minutes of the 5th day, I will have like a I will have like a amount is $150, same up to 7, right? Up to 7, right? And I will keep going to the next level after the 7th day, right? And then keep going after the 8th day, keep going after the 9th day, right? So that is a way. It's jumping. It's jumping. The graph is jumping. So I'm gonna say graph is jumping to the next level. Okay. This is a piecewise define, right? So jumping to the next level after after an interval, after a an in after an interval, after with a new requirement. Right for the day. I mean, they're just gonna skip this one. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. All right. So this is one kind of piecewise defined function. Okay, so let's take a look at example 2.4. Let's talk about tax. Let's T of X is a tax on taxable income of X. And the federal income tax rate is as below tables here. So let's highlight these T of X, yes. Right. Okay. So if you are in between, say the first one, like you in between 0 to $7,550. Okay. Should it be from better, huh? I would say from better. So I would say this is from. Right. So if the income is from like 0, but not over $7,550, right? Then you will have to use the base tax as 0 with the rate at 10% of the amount over 0.00. And for the one who earn in between $7,550 up to $30,650, we have base tax as $7,500. No, $755 .00, which is a 15%. With the rate, we're gonna use a 15% of the rate. So for the amount over 7,550. So so this is tables that we have. The first amount is in between 0 and 7,500. Gonna be noted here. Income from 0 to 7,500. Right? And the last one gonna be income from 336,550 and up to positive infinity. It is just for the people who has like very high income, right? Okay, so let's calculate how let's try to find the way to calculate how much you have to pay for the tax. Okay, let's say if you made 110,000. Okay, how can you find the tax? So I'm gonna use the formula as base tax plus with the rate times with the amount over. So So you have 100 and base tax. So you have 110,000. Where is under 100,000, 110,000 at? What level? So you will take a look as level 4, right? So at level 4, we have income in between 74 200 and up to 154 800, right? So that means I am at the levels 4 if I'm earning 110,000 because I am in between that range. Okay, so I'm gonna use my base tax. Okay, so let me highlight my base tax. My base tax at that range will be $15,107.50. And adding with the rate is 28%. We can convert as 0.28. So 28% equal to 0.28. Okay. And then I multiply with the amount over. What is the amount over? Okay, so the amount over 74,200. So I'll write around here. Amount over, in my case, in this case, which is the amount over 74,200. So I am earning 110,000. I must subtract from 74,200 to get the amount over that. And that will be 35,800. Okay, does that make sense? So this is the amount over. Let me highlight this one. This is amount over. I'm gonna highlight amount over here. I'm gonna highlight the base tax as this guy. I'm gonna highlight the rate as this guy. All right. So I'm gonna say my income is at level 4. Okay. So after using calculators, I noted that I had to pay $23,131.50 for the tax. Right? So that's going to be my taxable income. So we have exercise 2.1 and practice with it. Okay. So keep in mind that try to find what is the level of 50,000, right? 50,000, you should see that it is in level 3, okay? The amount over what, in this case, in this case, amount over is amount over 30,650, right? So you can go ahead and find that, right? Okay, I'm gonna skip this one and let you try that. But my answer key will be 9,057.50. Okay, go ahead and try that. All right. Okay, so this is down here is the graph. Below here is a graph. It is the graph. The what? The text. I'm gonna say taxable income. TX. Okay. So what I do is, okay, I have the verticals is a tax as TX, and in dollar. For the horizontal, it could be X as an income you made in dollar. So it look like a if I plot those points, right, from 0 to 7,550, okay, I will try to have a linear line for this amount, and connect to it is right way to the next level is level 2. It's between 7,550 to 30,600. This one. Keep going is level number 3, with 30,650 to 74,200. So they connect each other, as you see here. However, you can see that they become some segment with changing slope. So in this case, the function split to become some linear function for each pieces, and we call it as piecewise linear functions. And I say that, notice there no jump in this case. No jump in this case. And each pieces connect with each other. Okay, so there is no jump. Okay, so let's say if, let's use alpha, if my salary, my income is X equal to exactly 7,400, 74,200. I need to pay the T of X is using the base. So using the base was, so in this case, my level is in between 3 and 4. You can either go by level 3 or level 4. Okay. So I would say width is in level, is the last, the max in level 3 and the mean in level 4. We can find by two ways. Let's say using level, let me okay. Using level 3. Let's using level 3, right? So we were using level 3. Using level 3s, you will have the base tax is at 4,222. So T of 7,4,200 will equal to 4,220, and plus with the rate is 0.25, 25%, right? And then multiply with the amount over. So what is the amount over in this case? I'm going to use the 74,200. Let me check the issue. So 74,200 here. And then minus for 30,650. Okay, so good. So amount is 74,200. And minus for 30,650. All right. So then I have T of 74,200 will be equal to, use the calculators and calculate this, right? Make sure followed by dash. You should have 15,107. 15,107.50. All right. Make the dollar sign here. Okay. So that is when I'm using the level 3. What if I'm using level 4? Because my income is in between level 3 and level 4. So I'm going to use a T 74200. We're going to be equal to the base tax. So check the base tax. Base tax right now in the level 4 going to be 15,107.50. Right. And then add with the rate was 0.28, and then multiplied by the amount over. Okay, so the amount over in this case was 74,200 and minus 4, 74,200, because I want the amount over 74,200. So it's not over, it's just 0, right? So then we will have the taxable income for 74,200 will just be 15,107.50. So it's going to be the same as the level as the amount that I'm using in level 3, right? So what's it? Okay. So this is same amount. So we have no job. Okay. So that's gonna be for this still calls a piecewise function. Okay. But we're gonna but it doesn't have any jumping things in here. Okay, to keep my last. All right, so let's see what else do we have. Move up. Okay, so this is an exercise that I want to help you on this. Okay, so let's try to read this first. Okay, we are trying to have electricity cost with the base charge is $20 per customers, and we will have two requirements in here, which is for under 800 kilowatts per hours. You will pay for the rate at $0.15 per kilowatt. But if you using more than 800 kilowatts per hours, you will have to pay the rate as $0.25 per kilowatt. Okay, so keep my last. The formula for usage between 0 and 800 is different with the 1 over 800. All right. So let's start with finding the cost functions for using X kilowatts when we have X in between 0 and 800. So let's try it in 2 minutes and place my videos. Okay. Okay, so in between 0 to 800, what is the fixed cost you have to pay? That was base charge. Okay. Base charge is equal to the fixed cost. We're gonna be $20. So that means that, oh, this is the chart that if you don't use any kilowatts, you still have to pay that, right? It's fixed $20. Okay. So then you will have to say $20 plus with variable cost in here. What's how much you have to pay per kilowatts in between 0 to $100. As you see that for under 800 kilowatts, we have the price is $0.15 per kilowatt, which means this is going to be 0.15. Right? V, I'm going to say V1. Should be V1 right now. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, let's say V in this because we are using under 800 kilowatts. So price per kilowatt is $0.15. So that means B equal to 0.15. Right. And now, what is cost for using exactly 800 kilowatt? So key minus requirements say if you are using in between 0 and 800, so that means you just follow by this requirement, and you have 20 plus 0.15 times with 800. And you use calculators to calculate that. You got $140. Okay. I'm going to use the red one in this case better. All right. So, so what about, okay, that we're using more than 800 kilowatts, right? If you are using more than 800 kilowatts, you have to think about adding the cost. The base charge now become you want to start from the cost of 800 over here, and you adding with the news the amount over 800 kilowatts is x minus a n dash. Because right now you are using x QS, right? With x is greater than a n dash. So then the amount over a n dash QS must be x minus a n dash. And that's the reason why I am having x minus a n dash here and multiply with the new rate. New rate was 0.25. Okay. New rate. Okay. Okay, so according to that, I can rewrite this equation where you put in the value for the cost of Anders. So gonna be what the cost of Anders? $140, right? Now here, right, I change that. And I still gonna have 0.25 multiplied by x minus Anders. And keep in mind that this much in the requirements as for x greater than less. So I'm going to write the cost function as a piecewise linear function by filling the piece below. So the top going to be as a piecewise function, I need a curve reduction, right? The first piece is depend on let me say here using the first part as part one. See part one here, all right? And the second part will be this guy, 2. I'm gonna put that here, right? Okay, so part 2, I'm gonna put down 140 plus 0.25 times with x minus 800. Right? So I need to connect, I need to write the functions as both case here, all right? Okay. So part E, we connect the points below with straight line to complete the graph of C of X. Okay, so we can have the function we can start with the function for C of X. First part is 20 plus 0.15x, gonna be this line. I write as 20, no, let's say C of X equal to 20 plus 0.15x. And then you see that it's using the value from 0 to n only. And after that, it's become a new line. Become a new line. Come on, let me using the tool here. Okay. And then, all right. It become a new line with a different slope, and it's gonna be C of X equal to 140 plus 0.25 X minus 800. So they connect, but different slope. Okay, slope for the first one is 0.15, but the slope for the second one is going to be equal to 0.25. So then slope 1, slope 2. Okay. So let's say, how can you graph this on Desmos? Let me teach you. Okay. So this is important one, and you need to show the boss. See that, right? You must start with the cost functions as C of X, and you make it equal to 20 plus 0.15 X with the requirements as using the curly bracket for me, okay? And you put out 0 less than or equal to X less than or equal to 800. Okay. You may not see it's clear right now. Okay. You go further here, right? Because later you need to, here, let me show you actually. You can see there's a line. If a graph is without this requirement, you see that these lines just keep going here, right? Another piece you also use for the cost is going to be equal to 140 plus 0.25 times with X minus 800. Okay, so you see that there are two lines that's intersect here. All right. However, if since I don't put out the requirement for X pieces, it's make, it should make two lines both sides. I mean, just keep going both sides, and it doesn't make sense for piecewise function because for this case that means you have two value of f(x) when I have for one value of input. So we need to have the requirement for the first pieces must be requirement in between 0 and 1 and i right, equal inclusive. And second one gonna be 800 less than X, or maybe just X greater than. So X greater than 800. I can write that. So yeah, so now you can see that, oh, the graph become two segments, right? In between 0 to no, is have a line or a segment that have different slope with the line or the ray from minus to positive infinity. So I would like to change my domain. It should be from 0 to 2000. And y-axis could be like from 0, because I don't care about negative, up to 440. I'm going to label the x as kilowatts. And I label the y going to be c of x as the electricity cost in dollar. Okay. So this is the function of the cost of electricity that you want to see, right? Okay. And it's also is a piecewise function. Okay, I'm gonna stop this session here. We'll see you in the next section. All right. Good day.